And now I'm recording. Welcome again! Are we live?
Hello. Yes.
Are we doing it?
Yes, we are.
We're doing it. We're really doing it.
Oh God,
Ah.
I gotta adjust myself and be sure that I'm looking this way instead of over the right
Side
side profile.
Stop looking that way.
I can't help it, man. I got all my
Yes,
shit
you
on this
can.
side, and then I got
Jesus,
everything else
shut,
on the left.
goddamn it! Shut the hell up.
No.
This isn't monitor talk.
Yes, it is.
Ah.
Yes, it is. It's
Welcome
bragging
again.
rights.
We were gonna talk about the leak from a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
However, given the nature of everything that's come out since then, we're just going to talk about the screenshots and how they relate to that leaked information.
Yep.
So the leaked character list included Duck Hunt Dog, it included Shulk, it included Mewtwo, it included Wario, a number of yet to be confirmed characters, and then like the crazy ones being Duck Hunt Dog and Mewtwo.
Yeah.
And Shulk.
Right.
So, that being said, let us continue. The leak in the nature, let me just point this out, was photos supposedly sent to the ESRB for ratings. Now, as a result of this leak, I now know a lot more about how the ESRB rates games, which is kind of cool, actually. So, what happens is the publisher sends it's not the complete game that gets sent, it's just what the publisher feels could be the most offensive material gets sent to the ESRB, and the ESRB gives a rating based off of that.
Right.
I'd assume that there are numerous fines if later on it turns out there is worse content in there, a la the hot coffee mod from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Hey, it was technically in there, but inaccessible.
Right.
I don't think Rockstar was in the wrong. Anyway, that's another story. So this was like, it showed the character select screen on the 3DS, and it showed a number of different modes. There were trophies for like Tharja from Fire Emblem, which were just gratuitous ass shots. I mean, we saw those.
Yeah.
All the gratuitous ass shots were there, just to try to make sure that this would pass ESRB verification for. I think they're going for a teen rating on this.
Yeah. Yeah.
As a result, we did get the character screen, but it wasn't complete. It looked like there was space for 5 more characters, and we'll get into that later. But in the meantime, is there anything that you wanted to say or not? Great, let's do screenshots.
What I want to say before you go ahead and be a dick and move on. No, I think the funniest thing was the duck hunt. It's just.
I hope the fuck it's true.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those.
It's true.
It's another one of those things where it's like, it's so weird. It's fantastic of how weird it is, and it's just
like Rob.
Yeah.
Like Rob or Game & Watch.
Yeah. So
no one asked for them.
Yeah, but I mean it makes sense for them to be in there because it's like, whenever people think of classic Nintendo, I should hope that one of the games would be Duck Hunt, like the old classic,
Of course.
using the gun and everything, the blaster, whatever the hell it was called.
Zap.
Yes. Yeah, because that's just like such a classic NES thing. And
Well, yeah, because it was bundled in with Super Mario Brothers. So the first things you did, what did you do? You played Mario for a few levels, died, game over. Then what? What's this other thing? Fucking Duck Hunt.
yeah,
The only thing. I wonder if he is real. I hope to God his final smash includes the clay pigeons. Because there was another mode in Duck Hunt where you could shoot the clay pigeons.
right.
I spent more time playing the clay pigeon game than I did actual Duck Hunt.
Or it's similar to Nintendogs, where it's just like that fucking dog is in the middle of the screen. He's just sitting there and laughing the whole time. That bastard.
Yes, he just embarrasses everyone to death. Oh, that'd be great. Anyway,
Yeah.
screenshots.
Yes.
We have a lot to go through.
Yeah, like a lot, like 22 photos, something like that.
This might be an extended episode.
Yeah.
22 photos, but it was only 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of bonus ones. There were some, especially this past
Sakurai's
week.
really stepping up on it.
Yeah, there's a lot that's especially this week, where it's a lot of ones that just had like 2 or 3 extra photos with
Yeah.
the one that he submitted.
So this first one we're looking at is the classic mode. So now you can bet before you go in to play on the harder difficulties.
Yep.
And the more you bet, the more reward you get. That's about it.
Yeah. It's kind of nice. It reminds me of ye old Counter-Strike days when back in 1.6 when
Bet all.
yeah yeah where you
Bet all.
you bet which team is gonna win, so then that way you get money back, and then at least can have a chance to fight back in the next round.
Yeah. So good. This had a bonus yet. The bonus screen, this is like a branching pathway that you can take. So it kind of reminds me of like the Find Me, but with Smash stages instead of silly little fights.
Right.
It adds variety, adds replayability, which it feels like to me will be needed in the 3DS version because it's going to be a little light on content.
Mm-hmm.
But this is nice.
I'm thinking
I would like
something like the original Star Fox for SNES, where you can go different
Yeah.
paths.
Well, all of Star Foxes could do that. All the traditional Star Fox games. I would like to point out though that trophy on the lower path, that's a fucking Kremling.
Yeah.
That's a motherfucking Kremling. Fucking no one's asking for him, but I'm holding out hope for K. Rool. Even though he wasn't a part of any leak and he's not going to be in it.
Right.
But that's a motherfucking Kremling.
Yes, indeed.
Damn it. And this is for Glory Smash. This is betting. So this is spectator mode, and you can gamble.
Yeah.
Hooray for gambling, kids. Fucking take out a loan.
Yeah.
Let's get you hooked young when the interest rates are low, and then as soon as you're in debt, let's jack them.
I like how
Yeah,
the Wii Fit trainer has the most going for her right now.
Fuck yeah, she does. Are you kidding me? Wii Fit trainer. Fuck yeah, Wii Fit trainer. Well, actually, if you look at it, you'll get 10. She's actually the worst rated here because you'll get 10 back for everyone that you bet on her. She's really low ranked in this screenshot. That player is not a good Wii Fit player.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a spectator mode. Whoop-de-doo.
And then coins.
Coins. If your player wins first or second, you get paid out. So technically, you have a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
Technically speaking.
Right.
Gambling. It's good for the family. And here we see the challenge screen. If you hit that button on the main screen that said challenges, this is what you see. It's the wall of challenges from basically what you saw in the Wii version.
Right.
Except it only looks like there's 35. There's only 35 challenges.
I don't think it would stop there, though.
Look at the counter in the upper right-hand corner.
Yeah, I know.
4 out of 35.
I don't know. I mean,
2.1 gig.
Well,
do I need to keep iterating that?
all right. Well, yeah, because there are lots of other modes, though. So yeah, I could see why they wouldn't put much into challenges, where it's just the way it's set up, or the way some of the rules are different than like your standard Smash game. So, or the different modes. But yeah, I see from what we've been seeing with all the images and what Sakurai's been talking about, it seems that he's been mostly focusing more on modes than challenges, like different kinds of modes.
Oh yeah, different ways to play. I'd like to point out that this screenshot is nearly identical to another one that was in the leak. So there's so much going on for the leak. But that being said, the characters in there might not be the last, all of them, because they did look like there were 5 more slots.
Right.
But moving on, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I just pointing out back to the theme of the week. Yep, character customization. You can do it.
Yeah.
Hooray.
This is just showing the menu, the layout of it.
Yep. Which, again, I like the fact that you've got essentially 4 slots for gear. And it looks like the gear does have impact on. Let's see, what did he say? Custom section. It sounded better to customize characters instead of fighters, so that's what we went with. There are various ways to customize, but make sure you remember to set up the powers you're bringing before playing around a Smash run. So the powers looks to be the only bit that's going to actually customize your character from a gameplay perspective. And I like the fact that you can mix and match your headgear, your outfit, and your equipment.
Yeah.
I am going to make a Meta Knight in a suit, and it's going to be nice. Suitonite. And here we have...
I forgot what he said in this one.
So, in the other games, we had the Fighting Polygon team or the Fighting Wireframe team. We have the Fighting Me team now.
Ah, okay.
Which is neat, but I kind of wanted it to be faceless. Like, that was part of the charm of the Alloys and the Polygon team and the Wireframe team.
Yeah.
But, yeah, okay. It makes sense.
So it's just random
Looks like
faces.
Random faces or other Miis on your system.
Right.
And here we have quite possibly the biggest confirmation that the leak was real. Shulk from Xenoblade Chronicles is in the game, and he's really feeling it. He's really feeling it.
I never
Have you
played.
heard him say it? Have you heard him say it in the trailer? He says it like 3 times.
Oh.
I'm feeling
I have
it.
to watch it again.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
I haven't played this franchise, so I know nothing about this character.
I didn't play more than like half an hour into an RPG, a JRPG. That might as well be like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't even get to the point where I got the Monado, which is his sword that he's using there.
Right.
So the interesting thing about this character is because he's got the sword has 5 different modes. So if you look at it right now, it's in the default. In the next screenshot, I'm not sure, but the sword basically reconfigures and looks different. Yeah. So you see it's opened up. It's got that red kanji in the middle. I'm not sure what it means. But there's 5 different modes that it can be in. Jump lets you have higher jumps, but it lowers your defense. There's a speed, which means you move faster, but your attacks are weaker. There's shield, which gives you higher defense, but you move slower. Buster is stronger attacks, but a weaker launch. And Smash gives you a really strong launch, weaker attacks, and lower defense. So he seems like a really weird character that fits an RPG type character as well.
Yeah.
Because you have all your stats that you can mess around with. Between him and Robin, I think we're getting to a point where it's getting almost super tactical to play Smash. Because there's so much you have to pay attention to.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the more current like Street Fighter and Capcom versus Marvel games, where there's a lot more strategy to it as to when's the right time to attack and block and counter and
but that's always been the case in all the fighting games, though. Like that's the core of fighting. I mean, look at boxing in general.
Yeah.
The whole thing is waiting for the opening. What I'm saying is that within the context of Smash Brothers and not any other fighting game, Smash Brothers was always typically just you've got your 8 attacks, go and blah 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 blah. But now we've got characters that have different modes and different states that they can be in. It's kind of like the jump between Soul Calibur and Soul Calibur 2. Of course, I'm thinking about this through the character of Ivy. She had the whip sword.
Yeah.
In Soul Calibur, it was either sword mode or whip mode, and that was it.
Yeah.
But then Soul Calibur 2, all of a sudden you could hold it in like 5 different positions, and so your certain combos were now completely different depending on where she was holding it. And Shulk and Robin, to a lesser extent, feel like they're similar to that,
Yeah.
in which they're taking the base Smash formula and just elaborating on it. They feel like, at least on the outside, they feel like Swiss Army knives.
Yeah.
We've got to find the right time to use the right mode.
I would say also Rosalina as well, because she's
Yeah.
got her attacks, and then she's got the little
Yeah, I even forgot about her.
yeah,
The Luma.
the Luma, yeah. So she's kind of also in a way where
Luma,
you have
yay.
to decide when to
Luma,
use
yay.
Luma or use Rosalina to do the attacks,
Luma.
or both.
Luma. Luma.
My God.
Luma he. Luma
All
ho.
right, you're done. before,
Luma ha.
before he gets sued.
So this is a goddamn thing. This is a thing that's from Xenoblade Chronicles. It's Riki. Hooray! It's an assist trophy and in Shulk's Final Smash. What they're pointing out here is that once you have an assist trophy, your player number will appear over top of it. So that you clearly know who has possession
Thank
of the
God.
assist trophy. That was the worst.
Yeah, when someone hits it and nobody knows, because like everybody was just together on that assist trophy trying to grab it, and you have no idea who grabbed it. So now it's
And
good
you
to-
think it's yours, so you run up to it, and then you get fucking KO'd.
yeah.
Awful, awful, awful. Awful, awful, awful. So, this is All-Star Mode. You can play All-Star Mode right out of the box. And you'll play it with all the characters who are currently unlocked. This is fucking crucial for the leak, because the leak included this lock icon on All-Star Mode. However, there were a hell of a lot more characters, but the lock icon was still there. Meaning, out of the characters that they had leaked, there were 5 more slots that had yet to be confirmed.
Okay.
Which, we'll talk about it later, still means Ridley has a very strong chance. No, I
can only
shit
hope.
you not. I'm going to make you shit your pants. You will shit in your poopy britches when we talk about this.
Okay. So
But-
if it's All Star here and you can play
Yes.
with whoever is unlocked currently,
Yeah.
does that mean that Luigi's not locked then?
Yeah, Luigi is not locked in this screen.
From the
That
get-go?
doesn't mean... Oh, I don't know.
Because that's what
Because
you
he's
said.
not telling us... Well, yeah, from right out of the box, you can play All-Star Mode.
Okay.
But we don't know if this screenshot was taken off of a fresh copy, or if he's got anything unlocked.
Right.
If it is a fresh copy, that'd be an interesting change. That Luigi is unlocked from the get-go.
And Pac-Man.
Well, I kind of expected Pac-Man to be unlocked from the get-go, to be honest.
Why?
But then again, I expected Sonic to be unlocked in the old game, too, so...
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a second screenshot in this one.
Oh, did I? Yes.
Because...
this is-
see- so I'm thinking this probably is our starting roster. Our characters who are unlocked from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
If not, they might have only unlocked like one person. Because we've got the 5 up top.
Yeah.
6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21. We'd have 22 characters from the onset. That's still a fucking lot. There's so many goddamn characters in this game. Fucking so many. Not that that's a bad thing. That's why we play Smash.
Yeah.
Is for all of these crazy characters to be fighting against each other. If you can't, from the get-go, play Mario versus Sonic versus Mega Man versus Pac-Man, I think people are going to be upset. Or at least disappointed. I would be disappointed because I want to see that 4-way battle right out of the gate.
Disappointed, but you would be disappointed for like 2 minutes, and then you'd be right into it.
I'd be disappointed and be like, oh no. Oh wait, oh no! Oh wait, this only says enemies defeated.
Yeah.
This doesn't show who's coming up.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, Wii Fit Trainer is not there. So this only goes up to 93. Maybe every character that they've got so far is unlocked from the get-go.
I don't know.
Huh.
I think it's just probably a few hours have been put into it. Because I feel like Shulk wouldn't be available right from the get-go.
I don't know. If you remember originally for Brawl, there were only like 2 new characters who were locked. Well,
Sonic and Snake.
4. Sonic, Snake, Rob, and Lucario were all locked. So it was at least 4. So
Okay.
we might not even get a confirmation on that final 5. Oh my god, it feels like Battlestar Galactica. Who is the final 5? Oh my god. Cylons! They're all Cylons. Goddamn toasters. Look at them. All of them. All 4 toasters.
So this has me excited. not just because of this.
Fuck you.
Not just because of this image, but because of the next one. But I am
Yes.
a little sad though, because I know we saw the light suit before. But I just love how much variation and shout outs to other Metroid games are. But so sad that Dark Samus is just a reskin and not not a separate character.
Another character. Well, I'm honestly okay with that because there was a NeoGAF leak today where they were outlining all of the costumes. And guess who's just a reskin now and not a separate character? Wolf O'Donnell is a reskin.
Oh.
Oh, shit, son.
So they're making more
Nope.
room then.
Landmasters. I'm so happy because
Yeah.
we didn't need 3 clones of Fox. No one played Wolf anyway.
Yeah.
Falco at least had a variety, but I do like Stormtrooper Samus. And I liked how in his post he told you everything that they were based off of. So the Various suit, the first screenshot was the Various suit, the Fusion suit, the Gravity suit from Super Metroid, and then the Dark suit from the newer Metroid games.
Yeah.
And then in the second screen
It was the gravity
see
suit.
from Prime,
Yep.
what's the green suit, Wally? What's the green suit?
Didn't he say
Come
that was
on.
from Fusion or?
No, it's from Smash.
Oh.
There's never been a green one.
Oh,
He's like, he just calls it Green Samus, a regular in the Smash series. So yeah, it's just green.
The only thing that I wish about the light suit is that I loved how the light suit looked in
Stormtrooper.
Metroid Prime 2. It just looks so fucking good. Which you still need to play and finish, sir. You own them.
I just finished Bastion today, so
Oh, good. Yeah, I saw you
hooray!
playing that. All right,
finished
moving
it.
on. Oh yeah, this is the
One
other
more
screenshot.
Yay! The Amino Crossing
Yep.
characters. So there's 8 more. Look at the woman on the far left. Who the hell did she murder to get that costume? Where the fuck is Ness?
Yeah.
Right there. She stole his soul. Look at those eyes. Those soulless goddamned eyes that have stolen his soul. She's gonna start screaming PK Thunder any goddamn minute.
Yeah.
Soulless eyes.
It's kind of funny because
And then there's Brewster.
there's been some screenshots where for some reason I'll accidentally think that I'm looking at Ness, but it really is Villager, and I'm like, oh wait, damn it. Because I don't know.
Ness
It's
hasn't been confirmed.
I know, but it's not so much I want Ness. I think it's just how their character model is, kind of just how it's like Kitty, and I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's very similar in stature and layout.
Yeah, so that's why I.
There's
keep
no way in hell
thinking-
Ness isn't coming back. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No,
You're saying, I'm sorry.
I agree with that.
Keep
No,
cutting
that's pretty much about it. No, I don't know. It's just sometimes I
You
get
dick.
confused with Ness, so I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it just got pointed out this last week that Ness hasn't been confirmed yet, and I'm like, wait, bullshit, Ness totally. Oh,
Yeah.
No, he hasn't.
No.
He's unlockable. He's
Yeah.
got to be unlockable.
Which seems that a lot of people are just either they're rooting for Ness or Ripley to be in there.
Well, there's evidence that Ridley will be playable.
Ridley, God, why did I say Ripley? Jesus. Yep, Ripley, fucking
Ripley
from Aliens.
with the loader suit.
Yep.
With the loader suit. Her final smash is throwing an alien across the stage. A
Yeah.
fucking xenomorph.
Yep. Confirmed. Confirmed here.
So one of the final battles in Smash Run is called Run, apparently. So in this one, you just run to the right.
I feel like Sonic, if you played as Sonic, you would win this all the time.
Not necessarily.
Oh, that's right, because there are obstacles along the way.
Yep, if you hit any of the danger zones, you'll fly into the danger zone.
Right.
Just like Kenny Loggins. You will blow the fuck up and be eliminated, but it also removes the danger zone for everyone behind you.
Mm.
You respawn farther back.
Yeah. So you're not like out entirely. You're just back of the line.
Yeah, so not always will the fastest player win.
Yeah, that's true. And then there's
So
this
it's the fastest
and
and
then
most
there's-
cautious.
and there's
Fucking
vertical
climb.
mode. When I saw
Climb.
this, I started laughing because I instantly thought of how much you hated climb levels and
I hate climb levels. They're the fucking worst.
and the fact that Sakurai is like, oh yeah, there's a vertical climb levels too. I was like, oh dear God.
Here's a whole mode based off of what you hate.
Yeah.
God damn it, Sakurai, you piece of shit.
But yeah, that's all I got for that.
God damn it.
Ah,
Oh, another
yes.
character.
Oh, sorry.
Well, no, I wanted to point out another character that was in the leak that has yet to be confirmed is Bowser Jr.
yes.
And I actually saw the video of this before it got pulled. Bowser Jr. fights from the Koopa Clown car, and the other 7 colors for him aren't colors. It's the other 7 fucking Koopa kids. I'm sorry. God damn it, Koopalings. So, like, Larry and Roy and Wendy, like, all of them. Oh, my God. I'd be so happy. I would be so fucking happy if that got confirmed. Anything with the Koopa Clown... I'm shocked that the Koopa Clown car hasn't been somewhere in Smash Brothers until now.
yeah.
A. B. Anything that lets me fucking play as Larry Koopa. Yes. 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 The Koopa kids. Fuck you, they're the
Lings.
Koopa kids. They always will be
Yeah.
the Koopa kids.
Yeah. So this next one,
Back to what we were talking about.
yeah. So this we talked about in our last stream / podcast about the games and more, and what does that entail? And it's just funny that Sakurai finally answered that question.
Yeah, we just kind of wrote it off as, oh, this is probably just a throwaway thing where you set options and shit.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, we figured that it was. Oh, that's right, because we thought challenges, but there it is, like
Oh.
2 above it.
Flip to the next page. There's 3 screenshots in this
Yeah.
sequence. So this is what happens when you hit it once. This looks like the traditional Smash Brothers screen.
Mm-hmm.
With Smash and then solo. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
Vault is probably what we think it is. It's probably all of the trophies,
Yep.
stickers, if those have come back in some way. Although I don't think they have, because there hasn't been any reference to stickers.
Thank God.
Well, stickers were okay.
I didn't use them, so I can't imagine.
Well,
very many
you did,
people who
you did when you played the Subspace Emissary. You totally did when you used that.
Nope.
Well, then you're fucking stupid, because you could always spawn with a goddamn beam sword.
Yeah,
Dummy.
I know,
Dummy.
but I didn't want to
Goddamn
only because I knew that there were a lot of
dummy.
characters that didn't. There were a lot of characters that just like didn't have. That I couldn't play as a lot of the time, and there were a lot of characters I didn't like playing as. So I was like, why should I put stickers on this one character? But yeah, sure, I could have put them on other ones, but it was kind of like while I was playing Subspace Emissary, it's like I don't know who's gonna come up next. So why should I spend so much time putting stickers on someone that I know that I might not play as often?
Well, you don't really need to think about it. You can just do, hey, autoplay stickers. That's just what I ended up doing. That's how Kirby ended up endlessly spawning with a beam sword. It was awesome. But anyway, yeah, so you've got your solo, your group. Wait, what was this one?
I think this is if you hit solo mode.
Yeah, once you hit solo. So wait, back out a bit. Back out one. So if you back up, you see, okay, so you see on the, god damn it, you went too far. Forward one.
Yes.
There. So if you look on the lower screen here, you can see basically what you're getting yourself into. It's got the training and the other thing.
The mini games, classical.
Home run contest,
Right.
target blast, multi-man smash challenges.
Yep.
And I'm wondering what's the difference between group here and Smash on the main page. I'm wondering if group here isn't like the co-op challenges type stuff.
I would think it's something like that. Whereas Smash is just kind of like it is what it is at its core. So whereas group is like it doesn't include team colors. It's just like you against AI.
Yeah.
Because that's what it seems like anyway with the Me Squad or whatever the hell they're called.
Yeah, whatever the hell they're calling them.
So and then custom obviously making characters. That's obvious. So yep.
So that's it for the screenshots. We are all caught up there. So the last thing that I wanted to talk about, this isn't related to the leak in and of itself, but there was a video that I watched yesterday. I can't seem to find it right now on the Smash website, but it was this guy who was breaking down the footage from the Nintendo Direct, in which they were talking about boss characters. It's the Ridley flyover, right?
Yeah.
So in the Ridley flyover, what they ended up showing was you've got the shadow. You see the shadow of Ridley chasing Pikachu. And if you look at the shadows, if you pay fucking attention to the shadows, Ridley hovers for like 2.5 seconds. And if you look really fucking close, he's got Pikachu in his talons. And then Pikachu just jumps out. And he's just hovering with Pikachu in his talons. If it were a boss character and it got a hold of a player, it would start attacking it. It would do something to them. It wouldn't have an idle animation where it just holds you and then you hop out.
Yeah.
Especially with a character like Ridley.
Right.
Right? So why would they, for the argument's sake of this video, why would they program that kind of behavior into an AI to then go back and rewrite it? That's player character. That's player character. Go back and rewatch it. I will point it the fuck out to you because you can clearly see Pikachu in his talons, and then you look above them, Pikachu jumps out. Like you jump out and push away when someone grabs you in Smash.
Yeah. What video was this again?
It was... Okay, so the video is kind of super annoying. It's 15 minutes long, and it's this guy with... His hair looks like an inverted bucket on his head. And it takes him 10 minutes to get to the fucking point. But it's from the Direct, way back when they were talking about Smash characters. Just before he said Zero Suit Samus wasn't going to make it into the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm just kidding. She did make it. So it's certainly, and it's, if you look close to, he doesn't go into it because it's been belabored earlier on. If you look at it closely, Ridley's wings do not have textures at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. his wing dips into the frame for like super quick, and there's no textures on it.
Okay.
So Ridley is probably playable. So to get back to the leak and the 5 missing characters as well, Ridley's probably one of them.
Yeah.
I should hope Snake is returning.
Right.
That leaves 3 other characters.
Ness.
Well, Ness is already there. Hold on. Wait.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Was Rob there? I remember.
Yes, he was.
Okay. Because I remember the leak also saying that they were going to do DLC where like people like Snake was gonna be separate.
Well, that's when there were. Here we are. Okay, so in this supposed leaked screenshot, you've got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Yoshi, Rosalina, Bowser Jr., Wario, Game & Watch, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Link, Zelda, Sheik, Ganon, Toon Link, Samus, Zero Suit, Pit, Palutena, Marth, Ike, Robin, Kirby, DDD, Meta Knight, Little Mac, Fox Falco, Pikachu, Charizard. So far, with the exception of Wario and Bowser Jr., we've pretty much had confirmations of all of these characters, as well as Ganondorf. Lucario, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Duck Hunt Dog next to Rob, Ness, Captain Falcon, Villager, Olimar, Wii Fit Trainer, Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, Lucina, Shulk, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Sonic. Dr. Mario makes a return in Dark Pit. Dark Pit, I'm willing to believe because he shows up for a split second at the end of his trailer. And Palutena says, Dark Pit? I had a feeling that you'd show up. So, yeah. Dr. Mario would be shocking if that were true.
Yeah, I wonder how much they would change him.
Not unwelcome.
Yeah.
He was already very different in Brawl or Melee when he was a playable character. But there's enough space on there for 5 more characters. Assuming 2 of them are Ridley and Snake. I don't know. But here's the thing. There's no use in us belaboring it and trying to figure it out right now. Because this is going to be out by the time we talk next week.
Yeah.
In Japan. We will have final confirmation of the entire roster.
It's
of the entire
explode.
3DS line. Oh, it's going to be nuts. It's coming out next Saturday. So by next Sunday, we will certainly know the entire roster. So I'm wondering if Sakurai's not just going to go ape shit this week and just fucking all 5 days. Here's characters, 6 screens a day. Like, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of hype up to it.
Yeah. Or like kind of like what he's been doing for the last like month and a half, where he's talking about the 3DS version and what that includes. And I mean,
that's what
I mean, like you were saying specifically characters, but I'm saying like specifically, like probably he might talk more about exclusive stuff that's for the 3DS.
It's probably going to be a mix of those. We haven't gotten confirmation that they're done with new character trailers. And out of these leaked characters, okay, so we can write off Dark Pit because he was technically in that other trailer.
Right.
Dr. Mario isn't new. Bowser Jr. is. Duck Hunt Dog is. Ridley would be. So either we're going to have one fucking insane trailer left that confirms all of these characters, which wouldn't be out of the question. They've done that before. Multiple character reveals in a single trailer. Or he's going to release multiple trailers throughout the week. I'm guessing we're going to have one trailer.
Yeah. He would probably do it like Friday or something.
Yeah, yeah. It'll most likely come later in the week, not right out of the gate. But for your reference, I just sent you the screenshot.
Okay.
And it looks legit as shit. Legit as shit. Yeah, so there's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 characters per row.
Minus the
So
last
we've got one more for that row. And then 4 more in the second row. So that's why some of these franchises aren't lined up as nicely as they normally are.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna know everything. So that, and then we have to wait for another 2 weeks.
So the one thing that I was thinking
3
about,
weeks.
because when we mentioned, oh yeah, there are like the 5 question mark slots, like of people that haven't been announced or we have no clue about. I'm thinking, what if those are the DLC characters?
Well, here's my thought, because Nintendo has proven most recently with Mario Kart that they know how to do DLC and they know how to do it right and not make it feel like you're getting ripped off.
Buy
My
3 map
guess
packs for $15.
How about we double the size of your game for 10?
Yeah,
Ugh.
which I bought.
So, yeah, me too. But what I can see them doing is like, oh, here's the 3DS version. There are 5 missing characters right now. There are 5 DLC characters. There's 5 DLC characters in the Wii U version.
Mm-hmm.
If you buy both copies of the game, the Wii U version will come with a download code for the DLC fighters in the 3DS version.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get them for Wii U at a reduced price. Or it'll come with a download code for the Wii U version and they'll be reduced on the 3DS. Or, if you don't want to do that, here's the base price.
Yeah.
Like, here's $5 for 5 new fighters.
Mm-hmm.
I can see Nintendo doing that. Because, if anything Nintendo has proven recently, it's that they hate money. And they're willing to give things away for really cheap.
Which kind of is weird considering they're running out of money.
Yes. Well, they're not running out of money. They're still in financially a good space. They're just not making as much money as they were in the past few years.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm right after this weekend, I'm thinking we're going to see a shift
Yeah.
in the posts of the day to go exclusive Wii U content.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have heard dick all of the Wii U version.
Right.
So next week, I guess we're just going to do an information blowout. All the characters, possibly their movesets. That's one thing that no one's gotten into is the movesets. We have no fucking clue what most of these movesets are.
Yeah.
We know, oh, hey, this character, wow, shit tits. Oh, I'm so happy. Well, what do they do? I don't fucking know. Put that there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that our top? Didn't we have a topic last time, or was it all about the leak?
It was the leak.
Okay.
So next week is Holy Mother Dick Tits, the game.
Also known as Smash.
Well, I wasn't calling Smash Holy Mother Dick Tits. I was saying Holy Mother Dick Tits, the game is out.
Yeah.
God damn it. It's not funny if I have to explain it. And we're way over on this episode.
Catching up and then talking about a topic. There's a lot to talk about anyway, so.
Yes, there is, but next week there will be more.
Yeah. So.
Yarp. Goodbye, everybody.
Yep. Thanks for tuning in and stuff.